Raw with rage. Queen furious punishes Meghan for planning using Harry to steal money from palace. Meghan Markle previously learned how to have royalty in Los Angeles ahead of her first meeting with the Queen. Meghan married Prince Harry in May 2018, and this officially made her a member of the British royal family. Prior to her first meeting with Her Majesty, it was reported that the 40-year-old underwent tea lessons, as part of her etiquette training. Speaking on this week's episode of their podcast, Royally Obsessed, hosts Rachel Bowie and Roberta referred to a comment that had been left by a listener about Meghan's previously training on how to do royal tea. Host Roberta says a viewer named Rachel left a comment and was going to the listener email that they will speak about. Roberta said, "We got a note from Rachel, who praised the pod and was so sweet and also wanted to share a royally adjacent tidbit." The comment, read out on the podcast by Roberta, read, "I live in the Pasadena area, about 90 minutes from Harry and Meghan in Montecito. My sweet friends Mary and Edmund Fry own the Rose Tree Cottage in Pasadena, where Meghan went to learn how to take afternoon tea before meeting the Queen for the first time." Andrew Morton writes about Meghan's several trips to the Rose Tree Cottage in his book, Meghan, a Hollywood Princess. Speaking of Andrew Morton, this is Rachel. She writes, "I run into Andrew frequently at royally inspired events around Pasadena. He often says Pasadena is Meghan Central due to the many connections she has to the city. One of her previous boyfriends is a real estate agent here, and she was also homecoming queen at St. Francis High School, an all-boys school located 10 minutes away." Co-host Rachel Bowie said, "Fascinating, what a great email." Roberta adds, "I love the on-the-ground sleuthing from this. I think there's so many connections to Meghan even just in that little area." The hosts also noted that Andrew Morton, a royal biography author, lives there now. Spotify announced the first podcast series in partnership with Archie Audio, a company owned by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. There has been no official release date announced yet, but it is expected to be this summer. According to the announcement, in the series, Meghan will investigate the labels that try to hold women back. The podcast series will feature conversations with women and experts about how these typecasts shape narratives, according to Spotify. It's no secret that things didn't quite go to plan when Meghan Markle joined the firm after she wed Prince Harry back in 2018. But, while the couple have since opened up about a number of factors which caused them to step back as senior royals, it turns out a well-worn mantra from the Queen Mother could have played a huge role in making life harder for the former actor. During her time in the UK, Meghan faced intense scrutiny, including a number of negative allegations of her treating staff poorly and having to be taken to the side for a quiet word from the Queen. In her previous life, the Duchess of Sussex probably would have responded to the claims, either directly, via her social media or blog, or through a publicist, but as we all know, that's not something which is ever done in the royal family, largely down to the Queen Mother. Speaking back in 2019, royal expert Victoria Arbiter claimed the Queen Mother's well-worn mantra could have been causing Meghan a few problems. Speaking, she said, "I think really she, Meghan, is doing incredibly well. It's very difficult when you come from a celebrity background where a publicist can stand up for you or come out and say no, that report is categorically untrue. But, generally speaking, members of the public follow the Queen Mother's well-worn mantra, never complain, never explain. And so you have to sit back while the world's media and social media just comment." Of course, both Meghan and Harry have since had their say on the problems Meghan experienced in the firm in their bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey.